the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. I'll tell you one thing we've seen during this grit and grind era in Memphis is that they are tough in the postseason. What is it, Kenny, about the Grizzlies' style that makes them so dangerous in the postseason?
They're just physically taxing over 7 games. Could you imagine this if someone leaning on you for 48 minutes? That's what the Memphis Grizzlies do. That's what makes them tough and hard to defend and play against.
Well, the playoffs are naturally a little bit slower in tempo, and the Grizzlies, that's their style. That's how they play. Big Z, he's older now, but he's a monster on that blizzknock.
It's a situation, isn't it, Kenny, where some teams have to adapt to playoff basketball. The Grizzlies basically play it all year long.
Yeah, certain teams adapt. Certain teams have to just continue. They just continue.
This game about ready to tip off. Let's send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Berg, this is Kevin Harlan.
I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. He's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. There are some guys you win with, and some guys you win because of it. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Gasol with the 5 down low.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Pass break, Detroit ahead, and the dunk by Jackson.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. Nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Soft touch off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Allen kicks to Gasol. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciates it.
Now here's Johnson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Ilyasova dishes to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Drummond, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
And good on the basket. Book it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Conley against Jackson. Johnson in the corner. He feeds it to Meeks. Jackson against Conley. Jackson misses. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yig. Doris?
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks. They're thinking about their defense right off the bat here.
Coming out of the locker room, worry about making stops first and foremost. Let the offense take care of itself.
Yeah, I agree somewhat, but at some point you've got to do some work offensively as well. They can't rely on defense alone.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Detroit. Jackson comes in for Meeks. Here's Jackson, rips down the breakaway slam.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Gasol. Morris with the block. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It's taken them. Time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That is good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Conley kicks to Gasol. The pass to Randall. Puts up the baby hook. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, and I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond, and Henry Sims subbed in for Johnson. Here's Baines. Jackson, that's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
By himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
I'll
buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
And he gets it to go.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike.
Here's Jackson. He had 37 points in the win against Boston.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
Johnson, the pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Jackson. 22 points and 3 steals. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last match. Against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He had 37 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Johnson kicks to Jackson. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Conley into the lane, and the wide open shot from Green. They get it again, and they get it, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game, and that one misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Conley into the lane. Here's Gasol, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gasol's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Gasol, that's in there. Conley with the assist. 8 points for Marc Gasol.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Kicks it to Meeks. And here's Ilyasova outside, and another three for Detroit.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Detroit. They finish. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants, and in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Green in at the small forward. Johnson, good.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Picked by Randolph. Green dishes to Randolph. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. They double team Conley. Green passes to Allen. Good on the triple. Allen's got 5 points so far. Detroit's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Jackson down low, covered by Conley. Meeks inside the three-point line. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. 90 seconds now into the second half. Allen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Green, the screen. Here's Conley. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 6.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Jackson drives in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Here's Randolph, again Memphis.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The Pistons have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And that one's good. And that's 36 points for Freak.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Gasol kicks to Conley. Good looking screen by Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Allen for the 3. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Left block shot on the way, and it's sent back by Drummond. Jackson drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You're kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find it.
For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against Boston. Jackson, he's in at the point. Henry Sims out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Aaron Baines. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Sims. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Gasol dishes to Conley. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Gasol a screen. Here's Udrich. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Brownie's checked in for Detroit. Memphis also making some changes. Martin's checked in for Randolph. Adams comes in for Beno Udrich. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Mike Conley. To the inside. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Martin. 10 points for Marc Gasol. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Over to the wing. Back to Jackson. He dishes it to Sims. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Bremer. Adams defending. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. And now the Pistons fast break. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 48. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Martin the pass to Larkin. Gasol a screen. 5 on the clock. Bellinelli misses from close range.
You know what? His finishing ability not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Boy, a big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
Yeah, and some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively you have to commit to sprinting back in transition and denying those runouts.
Gasol, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Stokes is checked in for the Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. Pistons passing it around. Johnson right side. Brown kicks to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 9th assist in the game now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The drive by Adams. And again, unable to change momentum here. Detroit's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Grizzlies.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Jackson. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And Udrich kicks to Bellinelli. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Udrich. Cans the shot from the wing.
The assist, Gerald Martin.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Udrich. They get the rebound. Johnson, a wide open look, and Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Pulls from the top of the key. No good. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat it.
I have to give a big nod to the impact he had through his defense. We know he can turn it up on D when he needs to, but tonight he turned it all the way up. Wow.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di... Sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta che penso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarei nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Bevi, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo...